Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares.
Going up top, Josh Jacobs. Harwood time, launches for Aguilar, behind the knee for the touchdown. Ball hears it out, separation, pulled in, Henry runs, the speed, touchdown. What a catch by Renfro.
You can beat any fight, anywhere, on any time zone.
Just win, baby.
Haven't come out yet. I think we're good. We're good. Yes. Episode 21, the Unnamed Radio Show. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ollie Dries, the UK Commish. This episode is Win Baby. Just. Wow, that was a proper nail biter last night. Please, everyone, as I start introducing everyone, please get yourselves in the comments. We want to know you're here. Was a dub. It wasn't an L. This is not group therapy, but there's going to be a little bit of group therapy, I'm sure. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in my compadres. Good evening, Tony.
What the hell happened last night? Evening, all.
Evening, mate.
How we doing?
It's Victory Monday. Woo, yeah.
It is Victory Monday. It is definitely Victory Monday. Yeah. Just win, baby.
Yeah, just. It's about the punctuation.
God.
That was a real nail biter. You're still biting your nails.
I am, yeah. Terrible.
Shocking.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, though.
It is.
And I suppose you noticed anything last night, did you?
Well, I noticed a few things, but that's kind of why we're here, to talk about the things we noticed. It would be a pretty crappy show otherwise.
Yeah, but you're just about to introduce the bearded one, are you not? Or
I am going to bring the bearded one in. Do you want me to bring the bearded one in and then we can talk about your notices?
No. Did you notice Daniel Coulson was wearing different cleats last night?
You know what? Let's bring the bearded one in. I bet you he can tell us why.
I bet you can.
Better
Bet you can.
How are we doing? I'm representing Rocky in the noon number 4 jersey. Turned up in the mail today. And I thought, you know what? I'm wearing it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear it. How are we?
Well, good.
Are we all blood pressure lowered? Alcoholic drinks back where they belong?
No, too much blood in my alcohol stream at the moment.
Too much blood in your alcohol stream. Absolutely correct.
Yeah. I think it's very much, and the comments, I don't want to steal it from you, Tony, but the comments are reflecting this. It is a game of punctuation. It's very key what punctuation you use and where. I would love to just bring this one comment up before you welcome everyone, Tony, because this one comment is...
You do it then.
I'm sorry, mate. I know it's your thing. But Kevin, the Raider Nerd here, with should we be proud of that win?
Yes. Yes. Simple as that.
All right, then. Show over. Done. Thanks, guys. Sorry, it was a good one.
I think it's we've said it. Any Sunday league, you need to win every Sunday. Go 1-0 every week. People forget this Jets team nearly beat the Patriots. Not a good Patriots team, mind, but the same Patriots team that beat us. We needed to win, and we did. So we'll get into this, I'm sure. But until then, welcome the chat. Hello, everyone. I'm sure.
Everyone's
Tony.
stealing.
Yes, I am, Simon. Yes.
I'm sure.
Scrambling. Mushroom grumble.
Can't wait to see Simon in the tailgate next week. Now that he's turned on the
Ah.
internet.
Right, okay. Can I have control of the comments for a little bit? Is that all right?
Yeah, of course. Go
Yeah,
for it,
just
mate.
wanna
Hands off. It's all yours.
welcome-
Look, I've got my hands here.
Yeah, hands where I can see them.
Tony,
Anyway.
Tony, the scout leader law.
Dib. Right, evening. Kenny Blair, as always, first man in. How we doing?
Boom, out of the blocks.
Let's
Fastest
go.
finger
Unlike us
first.
last night.
Clive Knowles is in. Simon Jordan's in.
Sapnin, boy, or
Ed Veal in. Stephen McLeod's in. Belinda's in.
Squad is assembling.
We are.
This is
Yes.
a good squad.
Yep. Obviously, Kev Raid Nerd's in.
This guy.
This guy. I think it was for you behind the chair rather than Kevin just coming in the chat going, this guy.
Just walk into rooms. This guy. That is a life goal of mine. I always have wanted entrance music. So like you have the WWF and all that, but I'd love to just be able to walk into rooms, like swing the door open, have a theme song. That would be a great aspiration of mine. Sorry. So I'd love a theme song, man.
No, I agree with that. I do. But then what theme song would you have?
Yeah, I knew it.
Anyway, Jed Harris is in. The Golden Commenter Dale's in.
Woohoo!
Barry Con's in. I've not seen Barry Con in here previously. I know he was a long-term member, but
Barry Con, yes, I have.
not actually seen him in.
Seen Barry here.
Mark Bloodwood's in. Who briefly joined us on the tailgate last night and then disappeared off again.
If that's a technical issue, then holler and we will assist.
Holler at the tech support.
Indeed. That's not very nice, Simon.
No, Simon. Enough of that.
All
Enough
in
of that.
jest. All in jest.
Oh, dear.
Right.
Mark's just backed my point up. A win is still a win, no matter how ugly.
Let's
Could have been ugly.
cut the intro and let's go
Let's-
into it.
Let's go into it.
Let's go. That was I queued it up. Let's go. Boom for it. I got it all on time that time. Boom, got it last week.
So sorry, Kevin. No irrelevant news now. Sorry.
No, it's
No
Monday.
irrelevant news Monday.
Now the
Monday.
viewer number's just gonna no chance of relevant news. Might be just a sneak at some point.
Maybe if someone enters the cheat code, they might get
The cheat code, yeah. If you know the cheat code,
the super secret cheat code.
yeah, we unlock the cheat code and then extra level. Last show, and if you don't know what we're talking about, you didn't unlock it. Anyways,
Sean Camacho's just disappeared in.
there we go. That is Senorita.
Indeed.
Wow.
I wish that the Raiders had a cheat code on Sundays, because this is the sort of game you just want to smash the Sonic rings out of them, don't you? But we'll get into it.
Yeah. Anyway, so game 13, 14,
12.
12.
10.
It's easy to say how many games you played.
I feel like about game bajillion after how much heart palpitations this team are giving us this season. We go from absolute whooping arse to then going to, I said it on Saturday, every win in the NFL you got to earn. But geez, we made that a lot tougher than it should have been.
Really easy way for you to see how many games we've played this year. If you just look down, you'll be able to see there's no math to do there, because 7 plus 5 might be difficult for you.
I'm getting 100.
It's half time. Sorry.
Tell me to look down.
Yeah. Well, it's over there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm with you now.
That's my point. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If 7 plus 5 is too difficult,
That way.
yeah, then the Jets have made it very easy. You just got to do 0, add 12, and that's how many games.
Oh, 0 out of 12. I got it. Good maths. Good maths.
how-
Easy peasy.
Mitch got away with not telling us why Daniel Carlson had 2 different cleats on last night.
You
No
see,
idea.
that would be telling. For those of you who are unaware,
Okay. Here we go.
Story time with Mitch.
story
Are you
time. Let's
sitting comfortably?
let's light a candle. Let's get the cigars out. Pour a scotch. Why not? Apparently, the rumor mill has it that in the NFL, kickers of recent, especially place kickers, are buying 2 sets of footwear. Now, why, I hear you ask? Because they've only got 2 feet.
Why?
There you go.
Fuck what?
I will tell thee. I will tell thee through interpretive dance. No way. Apparently,
Because that is something
There we
I
go.
would pay.
it's a good job I haven't got a cat because there's no room to swing it in here. So there's definitely not room to dance. Apparently, kickers are buying 1 pair of cleats, which are notoriously good with grip, as you'd expect playing football, and another pair of boots, which are stereotypical soccer boots, because they're much better for kicking a football. So they're wearing the cleat on their left foot, which is their place foot, and the soccer boot on their right foot, which is their kicking foot. And that answers the question as to why Daniel Carlson was wearing mismatched boots last night.
I'm loving that Mitch is just
Equipment manager of Las Vegas Raiders.
Nice work. Nice.
53 players and 54 boots, or pairs of boots, should I say.
Well, we don't have 53 players on the roster to what? Oh no, just okay.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not having a good night for Matt. So I did say it was going to be the show to carry me because I was melting. Anyways, so Stephen McLeod's tried to put the cheat code. No, wrong cheat code. No, that just costs you an extra life.
That shoe stat was irrelevant news. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah.
Coming for your job, Tony.
No, because if you were on the virtual tailgate last night, it was very, very relevant, wasn't it?
It was relevant because
It
it was
was
brought up.
extremely
And
relevant.
if it's Raider related, I don't think
It was
anything
probably
would be-
relevant about 4 or 5 times as well.
If people ask the question, I'm gonna give them answers. I'm just that kind of guy.
Yeah. See, I live by there's no such thing as a stupid question, but sometimes there's
There
one
are
that
stupid
will-
answers.
Yeah, yeah.
No, is that the quote? Is that the line? There's no stupid questions, but there's stupid answers.
There's stupid people.
I don't know.
Nah, never mind. Right.
Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Yes,
Oh.
you're absolutely right, Dale.
There you go. See.
It's not a new thing at all.
Oh,
No, it's not a new thing. But it's the
This is
first time
right.
we've seen Daniel Carlson wearing different cleats.
Hang on. Did you not just say there's a rumor mill? It's going around the NFL.
It's
Because-
sneaky.
Sorry,
We've
it's
got
got-
the inside track on this one.
Let's go back to
Oh,
the 90s.
no. We're good.
Go back to the
No,
90s report, haven't we?
Mitch, you want me to pass you down the shovel? Keep on digging, mate. Or should we just move on? Let the one die. No worries.
I've heard it recently that more NFL kickers are doing it.
Dig down. Dig down.
Right.
We've been on live for 14 minutes, 6 seconds and counting, and we haven't talked about this game once yet.
We have. Daniel Carlson was wearing odd cleats.
There you go. See? Factoid. It's over. We achieved that, you know. Should we be happy with that win or whatever? Yes. There we go. Done. Now we're
Yeah.
just into arbitrary banter.
League news.
Around the
Big news. Cheat
Around the
code. It's over. No, let's in all seriousness, we have done the segment intro into this, so it is probably about time that we cut to it. 31-28. We
It's a
won.
win. It's a win.
We won. And at the end of the day, like, that is what matters, is that W. But the reason like shows are unnamed shows exist, like this one and other fine other podcasts and such exist, is because we don't look just at that W. We look at the stories behind it, and we look behind incidents such as different shoes. and stats and analytics. And
Sound like the Independent now.
I was
We're
going
the newspaper?
We're looking for the story
going for
behind the
Guardian.
news.
Oh,
Because everyone comes here for their news. All 20 people turn up here for their radio news.
number one news outlet, obviously.
Number one news outlet for irrelevant news. So, what's the kind of feelings last night in a nutshell?
My takeaway from this game is I know that you're a big fan of him, and I am too. And I think a lot of people are. I think this game kind of solidifies that Devontae Booker might not be there yet as a number one running back. That's my takeaway, because I feel like there's been some O-line issues, but I feel like it's very easy to look at all the drop passes, which we'll get onto. But I stand back and I'm going, we didn't really run the ball too well. Like, Devontae Booker had 16 carries for 50 yards.
But that's a hell of a front that we were coming up against.
It is, and this is the next bit on the analytics. Are they a good rush defense team? As we discussed on Saturday, yes, they are. But we've also played other good teams with rush defense, etc., etc. Did that impede the passing game? Did it make us look a bit two-dimensional? I think it did, because I think that we weren't creative with the running game, which is potentially why we didn't do well with it. But I think that was a potential reason why the passing game didn't fire on all cylinders, even though it was there. It was nearly there, but we're at that point. I think we need the running game and the passing game to work simultaneously, like a well-oiled glove. No, that's not the quote. Like a well-oiled machine.
So Tony, thanks for bringing that one up.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. I think there's a comment that's just now you've taken it away.
No,
Is that Booker is a great compliment back with JJ,
Yes.
and that's exactly it. JJ was out. We said on Saturday that this could be the day that he steps up and takes play. No, and he was never going to steal JJ's job. He's a great compliment. He's a great 1-2 punch
He is the key
with
of our
JJ. But
offensive
when
line.
he's not the guy that you put the game on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Also the O-line fucking terrible.
Yeah. Like I said, he is the quiche to our offensive buffet. He's there, and you will probably go, oh, go on then. Let's have a bit of that. But it's never the main part. But I think
Quiche's
without
main event.
Sorry?
Quiche's main event, man. There's always
Quiche's
like
main event?
quiches. Yes, mate.
So you're not going for like the leg of chicken, the little mini chicken legs?
Are you
Wait a
suggesting
minute.
that Booker's a bit of a vol-au-vent?
Or see now
Vol-au-vents, that's entrees. Like that's walking around.
that's Rodney Hudson.
We're talking buffet though, so surely,
We are.
what buffets are you going to where people are walking around with entrees?
Better
So-
ones than you by the sound of it.
Yeah,
Harry, wouldn't it?
Huh? You not get the invite? Okay.
The food analogies are in full flow. But no, that's the thing. I think without Booker, I think if we had any other running, let's say we had Washington and Rashad behind JJ, I don't think JJ does as well this year. I think, like we've said before, JJ and Booker are so opposite in how they play running back. I think it keeps defenses on their toes so much that it allows them both to break off the big plays. And I think it's a 1-2 punch that works so well.
So that was something I noticed about it, is that actually Booker tried to step up to the JJ shoes.
Yeah.
In that he did what I detest about JJ. I love JJ, great back, fantastic, but this silly freaking dancing behind the line and hesitating. Whereas the thing that we love about Booker is he just tucks the shoulder and he's gone, and he disappears through the hole and he pops out somewhere. Whereas yesterday, what Booker was doing, and actually to be fair, I think we saw it before. He's done a little bit of I do a little dance beforehand. No. This is not your skill set. This is not the thing that you do. You hit the hole and you blast it.
That's it. NFL Rookie Podcast, I think I have on Twitter. Welcome, first time viewer.
Good evening,
On the
guys.
Periscopes, expanding all the platforms.
There we are.
Welcome.
are.
Simon says, why did
Looking
we
for a
not?
gap there.
Simon says, why did we not play Theoretic? I think we did.
We did.
We did.
We did.
Uno momento, por favor, senors. Theo Riddick had 3 carries for 6 yards. That's the end of that stat sheet.
And how many yards on a pitch did Richard get, Tony?
It was about 97, I think.
Right.
Sorry to piss in your cornflakes, but it was 4 carries for 11 yards.
So
Sorry.
he must have got tackled in the backfield a couple of times.
Yeah,
sorry. 93, wasn't it? It's not 97, it's 93.
Yeah.
Nearly. But yeah, all in all, longest run was 14 yards by Booker. DC had a running touchdown. Obviously, no one else did.
What a clown.
I mean, that's another checkbox. That's another thing that he didn't do before, and he's ticking off boxes.
Yes, but he was also missing 2 wide open guys in the end zone.
Foster Moreau was actually setting up camp there because he had so much space.
I think Tony wants to address this.
This is all on YouTube because my Game Pass actually crapped out for about 20 minutes last night and I completely missed that touchdown.
He ran the ball to the right pylon and
didn't fumble it through the end zone, but it had the makings of it.
But as he rolled out right, it was kind of it wasn't planned play, was it? I don't think it was scripted, but I think he had Foster Moreau running like the deep crosser along with him at the back of the end zone, and then he had this is how they
never trust Mitch to draw up plays. They're all just circles, run and get open.
and then Ingold sort of came across on the little drag along the goal line. He wasn't as open as Foster, but Foster Moreau was wide open, and there was about a 12-second moment where I was like, if he didn't.
What I will say is Foster Moreau could have done DC a little bit of favor, and I can understand why DC tucked and ran. Foster could have done him a little bit of favor and given that slide onto the back end zone because he was still traveling like halfway through the end zone. Nothing was deeper than him because there was 2 defenders in between. So, and another Raider. I can't remember who it was. And it would have been an easier ball for DC, but DC decided to go and do that that one arm stretch for an end zone, and we're all going, he's gonna fumble it.
Yeah, and then NFL Rookie Post just said it in the comments, like last year Green Bay, and then it was before that again. Was it Cowboys? I think we needed to win that game to get in the playoffs, and he did it again. Yeah,
but yeah. Tony, if you want to know what you missed, it was exactly that, except for he stayed on his feet. And
so next time you see DC rushing for the right hand pylon, turn your TV off, and then join back in afterwards because
we're not superstistic. What's the word?
Superstistic.
Super. No, still not got that. I told you, I'm not good today. I'm not good.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
What's the word?
Superstitious.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, that was my main takeaway. Is that the running game didn't really get anywhere again. Someone mentioned it in the comments earlier. We didn't get the running game going against the Falcons as well.
Let's have a look at them.
Yeah.
There you go. This is a beautiful segue. So points, we know this. Passing yards. We'll come back to that one. We haven't talked about the pass game. But rushing. 99?
Oh my god! Right, okay. So 72 rushing yards.
Ollie's gone to the concussion protocol. Put the blue tent up. Put it on backwards. Put it on backwards. Nearly on backwards. You might be able to see better.
Whilst you compose yourself, welcome along, Luke Mosley, first time watcher.
I think
certainly first time commenter. Anyway, I don't remember seeing the name, so welcome along. Ollie's just having a bit of a moment, bless him.
I think I need it, guys. I do. I need that or a lie down. Last night took its toll, man. Took its toll.
Oh man, right? Yeah. So anyway, 72 rushing yards. Not quite sure about the Jets one. That's. Do we address that yet, or do we address that later?
Maybe we'll address that one later. I had to double check that one.
Yeah. But
on the plus side, 3 penalties.
Yes, no penalties down again, which is nice.
Back to it.
So yeah,
time of possession, not this. And this is the thing, right? Is we're good when we're in the driving seat, and we totally should have been in the driving seat last night with a team like that, and the same with the Falcons in the driving seat. And this is why we go all the way back one whole week to the post-game show, and I said, this feels like a complacency situation where the coaches don't give them the respect that these teams demand, that these teams deserve, that they are NFL teams, regardless of whether they are playing like crap this year or not. They've still got guys that make the cut to make the NFL.
Yeah.
So we were really good against teams when we owned the ball and carefully articulated the football down.
Love it.
It's waking up.
That's a fun word to say and to spell. What a great word.
Articulated.
Spell it, Potato Prince.
It's better than milk toast, that's for sure.
Milk toast is still one of the best words
Milk toast.
ever made.
So, anyways, we are better when we articulate the football. I'll just use it one more time.
Dale has found an absolute screamer.
I changed it as well. Oh, that's shocking.
Silent
A win is a win. Right, yeah. You've clearly not changed it, though, because it clearly says KC.
Which begs the question, is that box score right?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I've probably exported the wrong thing. Let's just ignore all the stats.
All right.
So is that whole stat sheet wrong apart from the Jets logo?
No. That is. Yeah, it's right. All of the stuff. How the hell have I done that?
No, you're right.
Oh, yeah, I told you I was having some Photoshop issues today.
Dale's giving you a quick math lesson in the comments.
Sorry, rather than actually doing a silly cheap laugh background today, I should have perhaps proofread the stat sheet.
I thought that's why I put them in our team chat. But
yes, Dale, you are correct.
But,
we won though.
Dale is correct. All right, let's just gloss over that. Let's just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but
the one thing I want to pull from that quickly is, I was on the impression that I think a lot of people were saying that the passing game was atrocious because we spotted so many drops and so many underthrows from our boy DC4. And I agree, it could have been more, but like you look at them yards, 368.
Yeah, but 200 of them came from one bloke. And 46 of them came from one play.
They still there though.
No. Yeah, but that's then when you say that. Okay, so there was 368 passing yards. Okay, take off 200 for D Waller. I'm not saying that's negated. I'm just saying 200 yards for D Waller because now you got 168. Showing math stuff here.
They've got to go somewhere though.
168, and then the touchdown I believe was 42 yards or was it 46 yards?
Yeah. 40
Call
something.
it 42.
I know it's 40 plus because I've got a stat for you on that.
Okay, so that now leaves us as about 120.
But you could say that about any week. You could say, well, if you took 100.
Yeah, no. But my point I'm making is like we have absolute studs out there as receivers that we should be able to go just wild on them. 120 yards with other receivers is shocking.
Well, Ruggs had 84, Renfrew had 47, Nelly had 38, Rashad had 6, Riddick had 3, Ingold had 2, Booker had 1.
That's great for a first half.
368 yards.
Yeah.
368 passing yards in a half of football.
That's a hell of a receiving core.
It is. No, it is. But what I'm saying is that, like, you go back and find me a game where there was 368 passing yards for us, or for anyone, for that matter. They're rare. And what I'm saying is that this is where the run game needs to help because there's only so many times you can keep calling passing plays. And yes, the Jets defense are terrible and we should be able to put 500 passing yards upon them. But I think it's that time where, you know, the receivers need help, even if they just need help in, can we have some running plays that are actually going to move the ball? Because we're getting a bit gassed running 30 yards a play. Can we do something, running backs, please? I don't know. That's my point.
Memo,
Anyway,
Memo to Henderson. Can we do something, running backs? Great
Can we
coaching
do-
point there.
that's the reason I'm sat here
Let's do
and not
something, coaches.
4,000 miles that way.
Between that and the playbook of
Mitchell
You've got a
87.
job in New York, mate.
I'm there. Are we going to get onto New York?
No, not yet. That's
Okay.
for irrelevant news.
No. This isn't irrelevant. The thing I'm thinking about isn't irrelevant.
Go for it then. But you got me stumped because if it's well, all right, go for it, mate.
it's not tinfoil hat time, is it?
It might be. I've got a feeling, Mitch.
When we all universally and simultaneously shout for something, like a holding call, for example, you think, well, if we all saw it, it probably happened. But we can be biased. We're Raider fans at the end of the day. But then when the commentators are agreeing as well, you kind of think, maybe there is some truth to this. And then when Shannon Sharp agrees with you, you know full well that should have actually been the case.
I don't give a toss about a single word that comes out of Shannon Sharp's mouth.
But this is my point. If he's even
agreeing, toss of what he's got to say.
If even he's agreeing with what we're saying, why did the clock keep running at the end of the game?
Oh, I thought you were going. Oh, okay. I thought you were going with some other bullshit.
No, you're right. Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yes, it was total bullshit. We should have had about 1 minute and 3 for that drive.
And this is my next thing. Hot take, which we'll never find out the answer to. If we did have 1 minute and 3 on the clock, we wouldn't have scored.
What?
I just feel like it was a blessing in disguise. I feel like if DC had the ball and 1 minute left, it'd have gone, okay, cool. Let's get down the field. But I think the urgency in having about 21 seconds on the clock kind of made him go, you need to do something. And you need to do it now. We'll never know.
We'll never know. We've got the W anyway. But yeah, it was total bullshit. Like we played the defense for the whole quarter. They actually made one good stand because before that we were stupidly porous. And I can't believe, if I'm honest, sitting there playing a team with Sam Darnold at quarterback, who hasn't thrown a touchdown since week 3.
He was injured for a lot of that. Okay, that was an erroneous status, because Flacco started.
But still, there's a thing about getting in a groove. But you're playing against the Jets, completely winless, with a quarterback who is questionable on his capabilities anyway, and coming out of the game, the team with the lesser powered offense. So in theory, where I'm going to go with this is which DC gets fired at the end of the game. You fire the one that held the high-powered offense pretty much in check, and the other one gets to walk around like Like, I despise Greg Williams. I don't think he should be in the league. I think he's an absolute shithead. And for his actions during Bountygate and all of that, he should not be in the league. But to fire him after that, over basically what I'm seeing is was one play, and Gunther's doing what he's doing, Gunther's name needs to start coming back up, because that's not okay.
I did have numbers for Waller, but we'll get into them to pick ourselves up after. No, I agree. And the thing is, though, I struggle with it, because if they would have sacked Derek Carr, they would have been praising that as, oh my God, what a great play call. And then they would have thrown out all the stats that said DC's not good under pressure, DC doesn't hold on to the football, DC does all of this stuff. DC checks down when he gets pressure. That was the perfect play call. And if I was anyone but a Raiders fan, I would have said, get 7 men to him now.
Do you know what? I'm gonna dig back into the annals of history, because I've had a thought about this today. This is very similar to that call in the Super Bowl, the Pete Carroll call. It's one of those things where if Butler doesn't jump that route and that goes in for a TD, everyone's going, the whole world thought Marshawn Lynch was getting the ball, including the Pats D, and you throw it and you win. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, you make play calls and yeah.
Is that play, which tying this to your background, Tony, it's that play that would give, it's that play call that if it pays off is Greg's escape from New York.
Yeah.
Because people go,
everyone,
he's thinking about this kind of stuff. He's looking at the tendency to be like, oh, he got their only win against the high-powered Raiders. So, yeah, no, I'm with you on that. And
the thing is, they had pressure on him. They had a free runner going at Carr. Rashard made a great block. If that's the only thing that they let them down on is their matchups. If they'd have flipped their defensive backs, we would have not won this game because the guy on Ruggs was an undrafted cornerback, ironically called Lamar Jackson. He's an undrafted corner. And he bit on the double move. And it's like, if I'm a Jets fan, I'm like, why are you biting on the double move? He was cutting inside. You want him to cut inside because he cuts inside. You tackle him in the field and it's done.
See, the other thing you got to look at is DC changed protection as well because he saw it was coming because it wasn't disguised. So, I
don't think he changed the protection. I don't know. I don't think so. We had Jalen Rashard out there. I mean, I guess he is a catching back as well, but he's a very good pass blocker, pass protector.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know, but I think I'm going to hit you with my rhythm stick. So, Greg Williams, in his time as a defensive coordinator, safety hat. Greg Williams in his time as a defensive coordinator has done this more than once. Greg Williams has done this more than once. So going back in the annals of history, 2011, Greg Williams was the defensive coordinator of the Saints. They were up 30-27 against the Panthers. It was 3rd and 12 with 5 seconds left, and he called a blitz. And he called the blitz. Cam Newton had to scramble and ended up throwing an incompletion, and they win the game. 2016, he was the defensive coordinator of the Rams. They were playing the Cardinals. They were up 17-13, 3rd and 10, again with 5 seconds left. They sent pressure. Drew Stanton, of all people, threw an interception because he got rid of the ball because he was getting pressured. He's very, very keen on doing this. There's a lot more examples. I won't.
He's an aggressive DC, that's for sure.
And he will call a blitz. And I think Gruden or someone has seen that and gone, if this is what happens, he will bring pressure. And like you said, whether DC changed it or whether Gunther or actually done something good, Waller, who was having the career game, stayed back. Rashard, who's a good pass blocker, was out on the field. Them two guys there protecting. And then, you see Ruggs is matched up with an undrafted cornerback. You go, oh my God, double move, sell it. And he bit it. And so many things happen then.
I personally, they had nothing to lose. They were an 0-11 team coming into the game. They were winning. If they blew it, if it didn't work, then oh well. And if it did work, woo! They get their first win against a high power. They make headlines for half a day and that's it. Yeah. And move on. So you know what? They're in an absolutely perfect position to call that kind of stuff. So fine.
And back on my point as well, I don't know what week it was, when the Jets played the Patriots and the game was tied at 27 apiece, they failed to go down the field and score. Patriots got the ball and they rushed 3 or 4 on the Patriots. They got the ball out and got into field goal range to kick 3 for a win. Now, if I'm Greg Williams, I'm sat there going, I always call blitzes when it's the end of the game, and it was always worked in the past. And the one time I pick a bloody coverage play, they go down the field and get that. And even the play before Ruggs scored, they only rushed 3 then. They did rush 3 that time because I checked. They rushed 3. What happened? DC stepped in the pocket, dime bomb to Nelly, slightly overthrew. So Greg Williams is going, sack this. I'm going back to blitzing because even when I've rushed 3, he's just going to hit Nelly, and he was double covered. He still beat him.
DC's accuracy was off last night, which was it's reminiscent of the Tony, this is a conversation we've had years ago, which was the season after he did his back in. I forget which year it was. 2016?
2018. He done his back in 2017, so 2018.
Yeah, so 2018, where he was just straight over the heads of everyone. He was missing quite atrociously last night.
He's been underthrowing quite a lot this year. Not so much of the overthrows, but a lot of underthrows.
Well, apart from that one with Nelly down the pipe, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. The majority of stuff, the entire year, there's been a lot of underthrows. But no, your accuracy's been well off. So the last couple of weeks,
quite a lot of stuff like behind, as well. As in when you're going laterally, quite a lot of stuff behind, and just.
Yeah, I saw that.
You playing a little bit banged up, maybe?
I didn't want to be satire, but could be just the cold. I don't know.
I don't think it was even that cold yesterday.
I don't know. It was snowing. There were flakes of snow at the very start of the game when they kicked their PAT. I saw a little tinkles of snow.
I think this is exactly what Ollie was about to go on to say. I remember having a conversation with you, Ollie, about this.
I saw that earlier in the comments as well. Yeah, Dale's for our audio listeners because he's not stepping up. He's jumping and throwing off of his back foot. Yeah, we did notice that.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Well, to be fair, like the dime. Well, I'm not going to call it a dime because it was way too far inside that one for Ruggs at the end of the game. He did step up, but then he did a little jumped up, and you're like, I get it. You're under duress. That's a good front seven that you're playing against there. And your O-line's a little bit not good at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, no, that one. There we go.
Yeah. So, and I gave last week's down to a psychological baby brain, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm really. I shouldn't have done the presentation.
It's all gone downhill since then.
It really has, man.
No, I
can't take it back. I can just say I was probably a little bit premature with it.
I think the if you look at the numbers on Carr's game, but again, you talk about going back in the annals of history.
Like these ones.
You look at going back on other stuff as well. Now, the thing is, I don't want to beat the old drum as I have been from the last episode. As much as we want to say things are different, which they are for this game, we have not beat the Jets in 24 years and 7 games in New York. So the fact we did in one capacity, I think, is a wicked break of that, can't win in New York narrative that's been going on for a while. So the fact we won is a takeaway. It's not, this again, it goes back to that, we should easily win this game. Yes, we should, but we should have won it last year and probably the other years as well, and we didn't. But then if you look at Carr's numbers, 28 for 47, 381 yards, 3 tutties, interception, you can't really put on him. Ruggs should have had that ball.
Can't put that on him.
And he had a 98 pass, 98 rate. No, he got 65 QBR.
Oh,
I can't even remember what that. But anyway, ignore me. But yeah, I think look at his numbers. He had a good game, but yeah, like there were some drops and there were some under and overthrows. But
so
I think if he'd have had them overthrows and we'd have won comfortably, if we'd have won 31-17, we wouldn't have even be talking about them. Maybe, I don't know.
It was a passing offense yesterday that really we should have had a fair few completions. So is this a case of, who's shouldering the blame here? If you've got to split it offense, defense, who's shouldering some blame here?
Defense. Offense could have made this a comfortable win, but, when we put up 31 points on the road on the East Coast in really cold weather, again, you expect to not have to rely on a fucking bomb in the last 5 seconds. the offense could have bailed us out of this game, but I think it's on the defense. You shouldn't be letting up. You shouldn't be letting the Jets score 28 points on you.
Look
No,
at the way
absolutely
that we're nice to see us. We're spreading the football up the field again. Last week against the Falcons, we were seeing, captain check down again. This is slightly more positive yardage that's going on here. Look at Darnold. Nothing. Most of his passing is within 5 yards. No, well, 50% of his passing is within 5 yards there. How does that turn into 28 points?
Running game, 200 yards on the ground.
But then you've got Clee out there, back out there. You've got Max out there. You've got Quick was out there. These are talents out there. Littleton, irrelevant now, just disappeared. Or Littlewoods, as Simon says.
Shop.
Yeah, they've become irrelevant. These good, solid players.
This goes back to what I've said before. We're so inconsistent. We had the top 5 rush defense this year, and last year we had it, and now this year we come out and we, passing game. Yet we've stopped it. Cool points. Yet putting points on the board, and now we can't play rushing game like rush defense.
But this has been the case for years and years and years. Pick your poison. One year, brilliant. We're great against the pass, shit against the run.
I'd say we're consistently shit against both at the moment.
Okay, great's possibly not a great word to be using, but yeah, we certainly there is every single year for literally as long as I can remember, we have a defense that is much, much better at one than the other.
Yeah. And just to put into context, because I thought about this just a minute ago, we have allowed the Jets to score the most points they have scored in a game this year. The only other people to allow them to score 28 points in a game were the Donkeys and the Chargers. I do not want to be in that company. They have not scored any more than 28 points, apart from in these 3 games.
That's just not okay.
It's not. This is my point. Because 31 points, according to the thing, should easily beat the Jets, and it didn't. And again, the offense bailed us out, but they shouldn't have to.
Defensive rush. This is probably the best defensive rush we've actually seen all season. Max was off. He's normally tucked under league average. But, Cleonard and Key getting it done. That is more than sufficient.
This is why I don't like this graphic because Crosby had a game. IMO.
He's occupying 2 guys or whatever, but I mean, I actually kind of put this one together A, out of habit, but B, because my goodness, look how bad our O-line is.
Yeah.
And I know we've said it's a good front 7 that they've got or whatever. That they have a good front, but wow, across the board, we let that pressure get there. Not okay. And our coverage, the coverage that's backing it up is not solid. I see Jim Watson has said here, Abram would separate. No, he probably wouldn't, Jim, because he'd miss you. He'd over pursue and just arm tackle you. This is what worries me is like,
that's the only excuse I've got for this game, because it occurred to me just before the show, we were down to a special teamer, Levitt, playing safety, because Abram was out. Then Jeff Heath got injured. We all know Eric Harris is probably the weakest part of our defense. And then he's next to a special teamer. Like, that didn't help one bit.
That said...
And then Arnett went out in the first play, second play, again. Mr. Bump, I'm going to start calling him.
That said, we did maintain good coverage on it.
Is that a better stat sheet for Ruggs' separation for you?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
No, look how fucking close Jason Witt within half a yard, like old man with his Zimmer frame trying to run a play.
Don't peek. He had 4-yard separation on one play the other week when everyone thought he was blocking. But yeah, I think this sits on defensive back. But again, we've said this how many times. We always play to the strength of our opponents. That's why every single one of our games is close. Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs on the road. What happens? We beat them by 8 points. Amazing. We play the best game ever. And then we come into the winless Jets and we just scrape by. It's like every game, it's just scrape by.
I did want to just bring one more graphic up, only to make one very slight, minute point.
Sorry, go on in. We'll get to that in a minute, Kenny.
Pretty heavy rush to the left there from the Jets. Pretty heavy. Just saying.
They've been watching.
Yeah, like, just running left. Bit of a theme here.
Two green lines on Booker's chart. Not happy. Good running back, but
this is another thing. Like, why do we run straight at this whenever we come up against a good defensive front, 3 or 4 man front? Why do we run straight at it every time? We don't find other ways to get rid. Like,
I am not pitching this ball to Booker.
I'm not, but I've been running a proper good stretch around it.
Well, you don't pitch it there. You don't pitch it to Booker. You pitch it to Richard. We all know this.
At the 3.
You never pitch that guy ever, ever, ever. But anyways, yeah, this is my only observation was, they like to run left on us.
Mm-hmm. Who's their running back?
Gore, and Gore went out very quickly.
When you order Patrick Mahomes on Wish and he turns up. Sorry, Ty Johnson, if you're watching. I'm sure you've got lovely hair, but
dear. Anyway, where are we?
It's a Wish.
Dale said jet sweep to Ruggs. We didn't jet sweep to Ruggs this game, but we did play a nice slant to him, didn't we? And there was a wheel route that was in motion, which if he'd have hit Ruggs while he was in full speed, he would have probably ran through everyone.
DC's just losing that edge, that killer edge that he had at the beginning of the season. I think what needs to happen in the nicest possible way, the media needs to start circling him again. Yeah, I think he plays really well. Look, we've seen it. He plays well when he needs to be clutch because he's a good, fourth quarter comeback guy. He's proved it. But actually, the way you get consistency through all 4 quarters of the game and every game is the off the field piece. And I think the media does need to circle him again. I think maybe we need to go hit QB in the draft. I think we need to go and look at this guy. Make him know he's, because I wonder if he's gone, beat the Chiefs, beat these guys. Yeah, like, that's it. I want an Arrowhead, guys.
Controversial opinion. Has our incredible O-line play this year been detrimental to Carr doing well? Because he's like, oh my God, I've got so much time. And he's not hitting people in their stride. Because this isn't the first time we've said it, that DC is like, we're sat there going, if you'd have let that ball go a little, like the one to Waller, the last before the half in against the Chargers, if he'd have just let that ball go when he saw Ruggs made his move, that's a touchdown. Ruggs has had multiple where he's been in motion and he's at full speed, and Carr should have thrown it when he's at full speed so he can keep going, but he doesn't. And then Ruggs has got to sit down, then Carr throws it to him, then Ruggs has got to find speed again. It's that get the ball out. Like he's been
Nelly a few times, and Nelly is quite obviously hacked off with it.
Yeah. I think
that one down the middle where it was just a clean touchdown. Nelly ran a lovely seam.
To be fair,
Nelly was pissed.
I think I'm not going to put that one on Carr. I'm not going to put it on either one of them because that ball literally hit like about 6 inches from the back of the end zone. So to me, that's like
that's on DC.
It is for the throw.
That's the point. And I think there's something going on in the noodle. I think he needs the media shark circling him again because that's clearly how he plays well. That's the resolution I'm trying to come up with here. I'm not saying, media, you must absolutely, I hate DC. No. That is how he thrives, is he likes to be in the hot seat to play well.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying it was Nelly's fault. I'm not saying anything like that. But I'm saying, like, every single pass that's underthrown or overthrown. I don't necessarily buy that it's DC making an errant throw every single time, if that makes sense. Like, I get that 90% of the time it probably is on him. He needs to know the speed of his guys, where they're running to, when to put the ball in there, how much hang time to put on it, all that sort of good stuff. But what I'm saying is, like, to me, that was a great throw because it was at the back of the end zone. So that's either going to be caught by Nelly or it's not going to be caught by anyone. That's the argument. Should Nelly have ran more straight? Because he did do a little bit of a double move sort of thing. You know, was that planned? Did he try and shake someone? Was the route supposed to be just a clean seam? All these little things that you'll never know. But to me, it wasn't as if the throw was like out the back of the end zone where he would never have got it. It was inbounds, and it was literally not even half a second. One more step, and then he's got that, and he can toe drag swag at the end zone. But yeah, I don't know. It's apples to oranges, which can be compared.
Dale, I'll send him a note. I'll send him a letter and say,
What?
Send him a fax. Sorry, family joke. I will send him a letter and I will say, DC.
That's
Sir,
not what you said, though, was it?
I'll send him a letter.
Yeah.
That French for letter.
Yes. Thanks.
Right.
My dad is French, and that's where it comes from. The letter. Yeah.
You don't sound
I have a ridiculous last name.
That wasn't necessary.
You just clear your throat there, mate.
Yeah, that's how French people speak, isn't it?
So no, but like honestly, I just think DC feels like the pressure's off him. I think he feels like he's done enough to earn his extension.
I don't think so. Oh, it's a big sign from Tony. What's he about to say? He's rocking back on his chair.
Stand back.
I don't know.
Get off the fence. Are you saying? I don't think so.
No, I can't get off the fence. Oh, I don't know. Oh, shit.
I think we've given Tony an aneurysm. I don't think it was.
Yes, it was.
If Josh Jacobs was in the game and we didn't have to come down to the last play, I think you look at them numbers and you go, yep, couple of bits missed, but all good.
Are you reading the comments, Ollie?
Yeah, I am. I will send him a letter. I will send him a fax. I will send him an email. Thank you. Thank you very much.
See, Simon, it's not just the Welsh.
Spanish,
it's not just the Welsh. Anyway, to answer your question, I don't know. It doesn't really answer your question, does it?
No, it doesn't. It does the opposite.
It
asks more questions.
I think so.
Gonna have to rush your son.
No, I think so. But not to a ridiculous contract again. But anyway,
because the contract we gave him was ridiculous.
It was fucking insane.
Excuse
insane. My language. I said at the time, and you and I, Ollie, have spoken about this quite a lot. I'm dead against his contract for no reason.
He had just absolutely in no way done enough to justify that. He had one very good boom year, and we went, "Oh, throw all the monies." What? It just was not okay. And I think, in all honesty, we give him a very, very mediocre extension.
Yeah, I think so. He's had his payday,
and say you can have this. And it's going to be short term. We'll talk about it when we get closer to it, but it will be a case of it's very mediocre. Yeah. Like you can stay here and be our starter, but you're not. We're going to draft someone to replace you eventually.
He needs a prove it contract.
He does, but how often do you really see prove it deals out there? I tell you what, we did see one, 8 million for Mariota. That was a prove it deal.
Wow, it was a nice haircut.
The only problem I've got, he has got a stupid contract. I'll agree.
Yeah,
but Are there any quarterbacks who are on lower money now who you would happily see in silver and black? And I'm going to exclude rookies because, rookie deals. But the quarterbacks on less money than him: Alex Smith, Teddy Bridgewater, Taysom Hill, Jacoby Brissett, Sam Darnold, Mitch Trubisky, Daniel Jones. The only one I'm looking at on this list is Ryan Fitzpatrick, but he's not a long-term solution.
But that's exactly it. He's not a long-term solution, but heck, he's a good teammate and he's a good person, proven, done it twice now, bringing on new talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go and get some equity out of DC, and maybe bring Fitz in.
But then, but you've got DC on 25. He shares that salary amount with Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Of them 4 quarterbacks, there's one who doesn't deserve to be on 25 million, and it ain't Derek Carr. Answers
You reckon Derek Carr deserves to be on 25 million?
Over Phillip Rivers, yes.
Over Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers is the other quarterback who is on $25,000 a year.
$25,000 a year.
Wow. $25 million. $25 million.
Actually, no, sorry, it's Phillip Rivers. I won't take it.
$25 million is Drew Brees, Derek Carr, Tom Brady, and Phillip Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
I think Barry said it right there. I think Darnold is just a younger Carr. I think so. To
answer the questions, Matt Stafford is on 27 million. And I would much rather have DC on 25 than Matt Stafford at 27.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo's 27.5. Tannehill's 29.5. Matt Ryan's 30. Kirk Cousins is 33. Jared Goff is 33.
Hold up. Tannehill wasn't on that when he went to Tennessee. He got that because he proved it in Tennessee.
1 year.
Yeah, so...
And that what's happened this year.
Do prove it deals work if you are already on the squad. If you're already in the house, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like, you come off your big earner contract, then put them on to prove it. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe that is a push too far.
Mm-hmm. Well, my argument with it is that as much as Derek Carr's contract is ridiculous, I agree. It's in line. He was the first person to get that. He, for about half an hour, was the highest paid quarterback in the league. But as it says, I'm glad we did it then, because if we'd have waited another year to do it, yes, he might not have got enough, but the ceiling's still there, and he might have ended up getting 30 because everyone overtook him. We got in there,
but we might have said we're only paying 25, but if you don't want it,
yeah. My point is that there's more quarterbacks above Derek Carr who don't earn their wage than there are quarterbacks below Derek Carr.
I think it's a position that I don't know if we're going to bring someone in. I don't know if we're going to extend him, but I do know we're going to draft a quarterback.
Don't think
you reckon?
I mentioned it.
We'll draft a quarterback. Mark my words, in the next 50 years, we will draft a quarterback. I'm not wrong. But we will draft a quarterback to replace him. We will find a talent that comes out to replace him, and we will buy. Do we just buy time with DC, or do we get rid and buy time with Fitzmagic?
Aha, there we go. If Carr wins a Super Bowl, is he worth contract?
No.
Yes. No. All day.
No.
What? How? Again, I'm going to go back to the list of people that haven't won a quarterback, haven't won a Super Bowl, that are being paid ridiculous amounts of money. Deshaun Watson, he's on $39 million a year.
Yeah.
And he's a flop.
Is he? Oh, okay.
I mean,
how many playoff games has Deshaun Watson played?
Playoff games don't get. If you don't think he deserves his contract because of a Super Bowl, he definitely ain't worth his contract because he wins a playoff game.
No, but you can't say one Super Bowl equals 140 million. At the time he signed that contract, that's the highest paid quarterback in the league.
When we handed it out.
Yeah, no, I get that, but what else could he? If he wins a Super Bowl, what else do you want him to do?
Right, let's leave this one for the off season.
Yeah,
yeah. It's a good topic.
Yeah,
we'll move.
Yeah. Done it. Finished.
or new quarterback.
Whoa, you can't do cheap shots like that when the referee's back's turned.
Oh, well, there you go. Good topic. Referees.
Do we have to?
No, we don't. No, we don't. We really don't. They just spoil everything. They're blind.
Yeah. Why did they want the Jets to win?
But because it wasn't that. It wasn't they didn't want the Jets
to lose.
They didn't want the Raiders to win.
Right, got you.
And wouldn't it be wonderful to make that story the 11 and 1? The 1 and 11 Jets over the Raiders, like our little ink spot that is in New York.
They're getting us back for that.
In a great state of Kansas.
They're getting us back for that.
In the great state of Kansas, the one that, and they'd love to do it the other way around, is that the one that the Jets picked up was against us. I'm just tired of it. It's just monotonous. There's been multiple press articles and whatever, but it's just dreadful. It's getting so obvious. As you said, Shannon Sharp Sharp's talking about, why is that clock running? It's just every week, when there's an ambiguous call out there, advert break. They never show the replay.
Every time there's a punt, there's a bloody ad break. Oh, I know. What we didn't discuss was the running into the kicker. Talking of officiating.
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back weeks.
And leading with the helmet.
It's just, I mean, like, I don't know which of you brought it up on Saturday, or it might have been on the tailgate. JDR used to send every week all the botched calls, which probably really, really pissed off the refs.
Yeah.
Because I know if I was a ref and that was coming into the office, I'd be like, oh, fuck you, man. But, well, okay, so moving that on, why is Chucky not losing his shit on the sideline in a situation like that?
I think he's
screaming.
I think he's always done it. He done it against the Jags last game in Oakland. He went mad.
No, what I'm saying is he didn't.
He did. It's one of those. What can he do? I get it, and I want that, but it's like what? Like,
look, the likes of Sean Payton, even the most unanimated Bill Belichick, would be on that out at the numbers, screaming at the ref, stop that clock. Yeah. Sean Payton would lose his bananas. And yet Chucky, who's, known for scowling and being angry and shouting, in a situation like that's potentially going to lose us a game against a dreadful football team, is not screaming.
He doesn't tend to scream. He just tends to chew his own teeth. That's even possible.
No, he's
a screamer.
Ed Vella, even when you're ticked, you analysts are funny. Yeah. Double compliment. Thank you, buddy.
We're analysts. Woo!
Let's go. And Simon's the first person to notice your little joke, Ollie.
Where? Simon
said it's Missouri, not Kansas State, mate. We had a little joke outside of the show where Ollie's said that pretty much every time he's mentioned KC, and no one's ever called him up on it. So good job, Simon.
Well done. Like it.
Oh, they're starting to find the Easter eggs now. Cheat codes, Easter eggs.
Yeah.
We've got up our game, chaps.
Not even spring.
The secret room on the cheat code last week. On Saturday. Yeah, it was last week. It was Saturday.
It was.
Anyway, don't talk about secret code because then it's not a secret.
That's first rule of secret code.
First rule of secret code, yeah.
Don't mention secret codes.
So anyways, look, summary. Probably about time to start wrapping it up. Summary. We've got the dub. That's the main thing that matters right now. We needed that dub. I think there's still a couple of stats that need to go our way. I screenshot it earlier, so apologies. I didn't put this up on my screen, but we now sit at I know this, 1% chance of getting to the Super Bowl.
Woo!
We have a 62% chance of getting to the first round of the playoffs, 22% getting to the second round, 7% getting to the conference game, and 2% chance of winning the Super Bowl. So you're telling me there's a chance, which I'll take. Like we've done it before. The season is not a write-off. You still got to notch wins. Unfortunately, we've put ourselves in the position where we're not in the driving seat. But we can only do our part. And to do our part is to get the W. That's the bit that matters at the moment. Yeah, it's going to come down to head-to-heads eventually at some point. But right now, W's are the things that count. We need to get the W's. What did we get yesterday? Got a W.
Yeah, we did.
It's better than the big fat L we got the week before and the week before that. So we're on the right path. Yes, as fans, we wanted to see more. Yes, as analysts, as we are. We didn't see the stats and the scoreline that we felt that this team was capable of, and that is why we as Raider Nation and fans get so hacked off with this team, because we're like, damn, it's actually a really good team we put out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we got the W. There's nothing to be pissed off about.
Yeah.
Other than Gunther's still in the building.
Yeah. Talking of personnel, great question, which I know we spoke about before from our new viewer, NFL Rookie Pod.
Ta-da! Let's get it. There we go.
Shall we go around the room on this? Time limit, because we're pressed.
Do we have a real...
Right. Should I get a timer up? We need to get an interactive timer on our little thingo. That's what we need.
Can we have the countdown music?
That is the best idea you've ever had in your entire
No,
life.
we can't, because we'll get copywritten. We've just got rid of warnings.
We'll get
That's
copy.
fine. What we'll do is we'll get the countdown music and we'll play it backwards.
But, no, what?
I'm doing it.
It would really help if I could find my actual
Do
phone.
we have a true real wide receiver one yet?
Oh, he's going. Minute on the clock.
No, we have a 1.2. Oh, you want more than that? We have a 1.2 because we have Aguilar, but he is not youthful. He will need replacing. I would never, ever put Henry Ruggs in the position to be wide receiver one or expect him to be wide receiver one. That is not why he was brought into this team, to be wide receiver one. He was brought in to take the top off of coverage, to open it up for wide receiver one. I'm done.
Okay.
Maybe it's just me that needs a minute to be told to shut up then. Do you need a minute, Tony, or are you more...
No, I don't need a minute. I don't think
more
Ruggs is the
disciplined
guy.
than me?
No, I don't. No, I'm well known for going for less than a minute. So no, I don't think Ruggs is the guy. I do think that Ruggs has been brought in for a specific reason, and that reason is the reason he's he's what we're seeing out of him, taking the top off the defense, opening things up for WR1, who I don't think is Renfro. I know. I'd love to see it. We've been Renfro'd every week, but no. Aguilar's not the guy. Who knows? Maybe we get Rico Gafford back and he's the guy. Who knows? No, I'm spent. Sorry. I tried, but
boom.
I've got
Good stuff.
9.
What?
I got 9 on it.
That's 4 more than the release. That song's aged well. I've been telling you. Right.
No,
Right.
Anyway,
I'm gonna go. So, Ruggs is not the wide receiver one yet. I think he has the capability to be wide receiver one in the same capacity that Tyreek Hill has become the Chiefs wide receiver one, because they've coupled it with a tight end in Kelsey. We've got Darren Waller. We can make Darren Waller and Ruggs be the two unstoppable people on the offense. I agree with Tony. I don't think Renfro is the number one. I think he could have games where he's the number one, but I don't think he's the out and out number one guy. And back on the draft decision, I can see Simon's comment about it. The thing with it is, no, because Judy and Lamb don't offer a different skill set to what we don't have already. If we pick Judy or Lamb, at the end of this game, we don't have someone who can run a 4-2 to go down the field and to make that score. Judy or Lamb are fast, but they're not that fast yet. They're not that fast as Ruggs. That's as simple as that. So I've got 5 seconds left. I'm going to wrap it up, but that's my thing.
Boom.
Great comment from Kenny. Edwards has a potential, but not yet. Yeah, we've said it before. There's so many moving parts in this offense. It's hard to get targeted a lot. Like I read off the receptions from this game just gone. How many people received a pass? Waller, Ruggs, Renfro, Nelly, Jalen, Theo, Alec, Booker. 8 people caught passes this game, and that was fairly quiet. You're still missing out on Edwards there. You're missing out on Zay Jones there. You're missing out on my boy Rico Gafford there.
They're not built to be ones. Renfro was not built to be a number one. Renfro was built to be that trickery little shithead out there that they had to deal with so that number one came open all the time. That distracted coverages. There's 0.2 of a second. I'm looking at the speeds here. 0.2 of a second on the 40, which is a whole, like, you can train for the 40 and still be a shit receiver. There's 0.15 of a second between Jerry and Ruggs. Had we picked up Jerry, like Jerry to me I was stunned that we went Ruggs when Jerry was on the board. I can understand why we went Ruggs. Am I disappointed with it? No. I think he's great. Can be a great receiver. Good, solid receiver out there. And does he do what we need him to do? Yes. Jerry Jeudy. Would I be happier with Jerry Jeudy? Yes, I would.
Good stuff. Kenny's comment, Renfro is our Edelman. I agree with that so much. And do you know why I agree with that? It's because Belichick traded up to try and get Renfro to be his new Edelman, and we got him first.
And that's why I went, he was pissed.
He was.
That's why what was his name? Who's the guy that went to Miami?
Welker.
No. From us, the kid we drafted this year in seven.
Sorry,
Lynn Bowden Jr.
Yes,
that's good.
Jr., yeah.
That's why when he called himself the Joker, I was like, "You're wrong, man. Our Joker is Renfro. He's a little tricky, slippery. You got to deal with him. He'll take the jet sweep. You won't expect it. He's a scrawny. You look at him. He's just a nerd. You just look at him walking down the street. You'd be like, hey, you're a pro football player, are you really?"
Did you hear the story of when Carr took him to practice, or he took Carr to practice when he was a rookie?
Took Carr to practice. I didn't hear about it. No, sorry.
It was on Hard Knocks. I think Renfro picked Derek Carr up, and I think the guy at the security gate said something to Renfro like, "Oh, have you brought your son?" or something? I don't know. Like, also said to Carr, "Have you brought your dad?" or something. I don't know what it was, but along the lines of that.
No, did he not think that Renfro was Carr's driver as such?
I thought they insinuated him being old.
They might well have done.
It might not have been Carr. I don't know why I said Carr. I think it might have been someone else.
I remember something. Words to the effect of.
Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Are we canning this game?
I think we are. I think we can put this one behind us now. Is there much we learn from it? Nope.
Yeah, we learned we can win in New York.
Yeah, but I mean, as in terms of game film,
we learned not fumbling at the back of the end zone. Tick.
Are you watching it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or are you just going? Yeah, we'll save that one for the off season.
If you're analysts, you are. Straightens tie.
No, but like, serious question: if you're in Henderson, are you bothering to look over that game film?
Yes.
What?
Isn't that their job?
Nah, I'd be looking next week.
I don't know. I've done that. Call me stupid, but I tend to go to work to do work.
Yeah, but not look forward. I think that game. Yeah, look, Steve says it there. We can win ugly, tick. But the problem is we've proved that earlier in the season. We should not be winning ugly against ugly teams.
No,
you can win ugly against good teams, but you can't beat ugly with ugly.
No, a team that beat the Chiefs and then nearly swept the Chiefs can't go to New York and win ugly. I wanted my burger.
You'll get it.
I don't think I will.
No,
we ain't going to get it against the Jets. We ain't going to get it at all, are we?
No. Around the news.
Around the news.
Around the news. Around the news. Around the news.
Oh,
The wrong one.
I was going to say.
Around the news.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We opening the curtains on Tony again.
Not yet. You've got to put in the super secret cheat code if you want to open the curtains on me.
Does Mrs. Law know about this?
She come up with the super secret cheat code.
All right.
Ah.
Jesus. Exhibitionist should be called Mr. Tony Break the Law.
Well, so the other irrelevant news is Craig got fired from New York.
Woo.
Any other firings around the league? Don't think so.
Not firings, but I think the Chargers offensive coordinator might need firing because around the news, around the league, I've lost it. It's completely gone. Clive Knowles. Why watch that when you can watch the Chokers lay an egg? Because they did and got absolutely destroyed by a awful, awful Patriots team.
Well, they're calling for Lynn's head. They're calling for Lynn's head. Saying that he should be out. And frankly, I don't even understand why he's got a head coaching gig anyway.
We might need to reimburse Barry with some Frosties. Because something made him spit them out according to the comments. Sorry, Barry. I'm saying sorry. That was Tony's doing. Do your curtains up, put some clothes on. You're not called Stevie.
Stevie?
Was it Stevie? Was it Kev? Who was naked?
Kev.
Was it Kev?
No Pants Friday from Kev.
No Pants Friday.
I think doesn't he watch most of our shows in his underwear, according to his refusals to come on the show.
Yep.
It's better than doing the show in your underwear.
Message.
Yeah, I agree. He's trash and his game management.
League news, still no fines levied upon the Ravens. Not to the tune of 1.2 and big old draft picks. No, nothing.
Nope. Just forget. We've got to forget about that. That's our job in that position.
Like that, so getting shafted on that one and all.
Mm-hmm.
Dog's trying to explode into the back door.
Dale said about how about Denver having a chance to beat KC. Yep, that was a thing that happened. Not as good as they think they are.
No. So it's the back end of the season. I think everyone's doing their talking on the field right now. I don't think there's anything going on out in the ethers. It's kind of start bumbling about head coaches getting fired and DC's getting fired. So can we please make sure that the rumors about Gunther getting fired are fired back up again, please? Because that change needs to damn well happen. I agree. Shouldn't happen during the season, but cheapers this offseason gotta go. Gotta go.
Gruden's looking at Ollie as if to say, what are you talking about? What's this podcast, man?
Get me a right tackle as well.
Yeah.
Whilst you're into firing DCs and whatever, give me a right tackle, please.
Excellent.
Why is Mr. Good not good enough for you?
No.
Okay, John, I get the face. It was a bad joke. I apologize, man.
We've got the
Do you know what he wants?
from Jed, coffee, mate, or milk. I think that's always milk. Well, it's not. I drink black coffee, so I keep it empty.
You don't
milk
drink
in the fridge.
toast.
I can't believe the lack of vocabulary in this here establishment.
Yeah, hardly articulates through this meeting.
Oh, Tony, it's all on you today. Have you got a word for us?
No.
Go.
No.
Defenestrate, one of my favourite words.
I would just word drop it.
I think we were just discussing good words.
Oh,
Were we?
good words.
Yeah, defenestrate is a great word, and it should probably be used because I think defenestrating Paul Gunther is probably a good thing to do.
No, I'd just stick with fire.
No, like, do I need to read the description of defenestration to you?
No, you don't. We'll leave
Okay.
that one for homework.
The action of throwing someone out of a window.
Yeah. I'd just say throw them out of a window.
Every
All
day
right, guys.
at school.
I think that's a closer. We're getting into dictionary corner now, and that's the shit part.
We've had the countdown music. We might as well have Dictionary Corner. It's a shame we haven't got a Carol Vorderman on the show, but there you go. Winners can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. Winners can't be losers. I don't know.
Right.
I've caught the Ollie disease and I can't do words.
Yeah, Barry Con's got it. You discombobulated, you are.
What another
Right.
fun word to say.
Let's get out of here. All right, guys. We've got the dub. Tony's confused.
I just
Chucky
massively
pissed off.
confused.
Too many big words.
Yeah, man.
Onomatopoeias and stuff. And more than 3 syllables. What?
Onomatopoeia? Isn't that
Yeah.
to do with poems?
It's words that sound like what they are. Like boom and pop and
That's not onomatopoeia.
it's not. Oh, fuck it. I don't know.
Onomatopoeia, I'm sure, is where all the words start.
Sorry.
All words start with the same letter in the sentence.
That's an alliteration, you tit.
Yes, that's alliteration. So what's onomatopoeia?
Formation of a word from sounds associated with what it's named.
Ah,
That first
dang it.
definition I gave you.
That sounds exactly like what you
Right. No
Yeah.
dictionary corner. Unless Tony's got a cracker and I'm not having any recompense from Mitch here. Tony, got a good one, or did you just stub your toe?
No, I done not good education.
Happens
Right,
to
let's
the
get out of it. Guys, it's been a blast. Good fun. It's a W. It was an ugly W. We're capable of more. End of. Got a dub. On to the next. Prepare properly. Get healthy. Get the dub.
Get healthy. Get the dub.
Nice.
Get
Get your controllers ready. Triangles, squares, and X's in the correct sequence. And it's been a blast. We'll catch you on Saturday, 8 p.m. UK, 12 Central. No, not 12 Central. 12 Pacific. 2 Central.
Is it?
6 hours.
I'm turning to that sign language guy on like channel 4 at the bottom. I'm waiting for my outro.
It's turning the Pied Piper. Doing that.
No milking cows. No.
I might be making some milky toast.
I knew that was coming. Let me. Oh no.
On, guys, it's been a blast. We shall catch you on the other side. See you on Saturday.
Get
Raiders. I haven't got a graphic ready.
Evening, everyone. If you're still here, which 6 of you are, it means you've got the cheat code correct. What's going on?
I don't know, man. It's gone wrong.
Trying to close the curtains.
You've got the cheat. You've tried.
You have cheat code.
You fart every time you
yeah.
close the curtains.
Like, no,
One person didn't want the cheat code. They took the cheat code and went, I don't want this bonus level. They just left.
Anyway, right. No, you're still here. 5 people here for the cheat code extravaganza, which is the super secret Monday edition of TTIN. One very quick one for you tonight. Over the weekend, there is in Namibia, there's been a local election, local councillor elected
no.
in Namibia.
Oh no.
He's going there. He is going there.
Mr. Unona, congratulations on your win as a local councillor in Namibia. Mr. Unona.
Do we have a picture of him?
Not really. Are we? Yeah. If I mean, I can do it really super quickly. I wasn't ready for this.
It's fine.
I wasn't ready for this. Hold on.
What's Clive talking about?
I don't know, what is Clive talking about? Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Look at this. This is
like creating the graphic that goes to cuts into the game preview whilst you're live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which we'd never do.
No, we were professional and prepared.
Yeah, absolutely. We are highly trained, professional, prepared individuals. Which there we go.
Mr. Unona.
Mr. Unona.
No. Congratulations on your role.
Now, shall I reveal his full name?
I mean, someone in the comments has already got it.
Yeah. Mr.
Yes,
Knowles
Clive.
is in the nose.
Yes, Clive, you are correct. This is Adolf Hitler. I shit you not. A local councillor in Namibia has just been elected. His name is Adolf Hitler. And it was, I believe, a landslide victory as well.
Did people not learn?
I love that when you Google Adolf Hitler, his picture is now the first one that appears.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much...
That was somber.
What, me or Adolf?
Just everything.
What? No.
Looks like he wasn't happy about 4th down either. What a great comment.
Really sorry. Genuinely didn't mean to cut you off there, mate.
So anyway, is it me or Adolf, Simon? I'm not quite sure who you're referring to there. But no, there you go. Golden comment. Wasn't happy about 4th down either. Perfect.
Not happy.
He looks like a Little Britain character. Like he looks like Matt Lucas in dress up.
I don't think it is.
I'm not suggesting it is. Like it's an elaborate ruse.
I think you were suggesting though, weren't you?
No, it just looks like, yeah, it looks like an elaborate ruse.
So
Like the BBC have gone, I know it would be funny. Let's fake an election.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all the. That's pretty. Oh, thanks, Simon. That's lovely. That is.
I read Simon's comment in Simon's voice. I love it. I can't do the accent. I can say one thing in the Welsh accent, and that's "It's happening, boy." That's about.
No, you can all say at least one thing in a Welsh accent because
Tony Garrett.
No,
it's occurring.
Tagliatelle.
Or tagliatelle.
Wait for the abuse. There's a delay. Here it comes.
Whose court is that jacket?
We love you, son. Please,
we've still
guys.
got 5 viewers, so
yeah, dedicate. I think we can work them out. Let's not say the names, but I think we can work them out. I know who 3 of them are.
Let's figure them out and not say their names. Is this like an elaborate reverse game of Guess Who?
Yes, yeah. I know all 5 of you.
No. Well, 3 of them are commenting during this. They know the cheat code.
Yep.
One of the other people has mentioned to me that knows about the cheat code.
Oh.
So, anyways, Good cheat code. Good episode.
How about we do another TTI in?
Another one.
No, save it for Saturday. Save it. Make these people on the cheat code. No.
They're putting the super secret cheat code. Okay, that's fine. Do you know what? I will save it for Saturday because it's a fairly slow, weird news week.
Slow burner. Save it for Saturday. Keep them on tender hooks. Oh, someone's come back. They found it.
Ooh, see, just entered through the door.
What's going on in here?
Is this the post show?
It's opening the curtains.
It's the post show.
They all want it.
You have to wait till Saturday.
It's a good job
Good
the
thing
post show
content,
wasn't
though.
hosted by Derek Carr because he isn't good at hitting things on the post. That was me trying to make a joke about Nelly's post route, but
When it was a seam.
it was a post. He was on the outside, wasn't he?
Let me draw you the difference between a seam and a post. Here we go.
I'm aware of the difference.
Well, obviously not.
I'm aware of the difference. But why? What's happening under your desk?
It's a post. Seam.
But because of his virtual background, we never saw any of it.
Hold on.
Now he's gone. Right, good stuff,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
I'm here. Where have I gone? Well, I went. No, I didn't.
Right, I'm going to bed. It's been a
Yeah, this is
pleasure.
the secret show.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Peace and
Go on,
love.
Ski.
See you guys
Guys,
Saturday.
guys.
Finger blast. Catch you later. Oh, I haven't even queued it up.
The show continues until viewers outnumber analysts.
Yeah, you thought we'd gone, huh? You just got you there. He's done a comment as well.
Gonna take my headset off yet.
No, you can't.